within, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Got his man downfield, and a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Wildcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. To the ground with the back. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's coming. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's loose. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wide out in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wide out. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll go back to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Takes the handoff. It's Cummings. At the 35, he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Oh, he tosses it back. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Arizona comes out with another first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pulls it in. It's Hicks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Working the middle, it's complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past?
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UAB went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Blazers team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. He's looking for an open man on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Quarterback extends the play. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll leave it with the lone back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
The give to the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
The give on the inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Arizona going back to work with another 1st down. He's going to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the 1st half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to...
Sends it downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Arizona. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 40, the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Warrior. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, racing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Give to the single back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
Pressure coming. They're working that left side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's dragged down.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page. And you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page and getting some positive yards.
He's got 67 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense pounced on that. Now they're headed the other way. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quick completion on the out. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It's caught. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
It's 2nd down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It is perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
With the catch, it's Cummings. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Got the back over the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got him wide open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. A first down for the offense. 29 Leaves it with the running back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. The Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo. Gets it out fast. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using his feet to buy time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. On the ground, it's coming. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Give to the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who start through the first three periods. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Another incompletion on third down. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Going up top on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
This is a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Fast motion from the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The toss to the outside.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They want to throw it. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Quickly out to the tight end. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle, perfect.
Fires toward the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the move, it's coming. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Quarterback keeper. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And they'll take a knee. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's